How is that? Can you hear me now? Can you? Can you hear me now? Clarence Thomas. That's who you're thinking of. And good morning, Susie Q. Nice to see you on this special edition of the Pella Report. I apologize that I had a very late start last night. There were a lot of traffic and bus delays and all that sorts of fun stuff. So, but we're here. We're here now. At least I am. Everybody else is sleeping, except for Zach. But we're here now. And we're gonna have a good time. Good few days here in DC. It might be a little stormy, but we'll make do. As you can see, the Capitol buildings in the background. And this is the entrance, I'm guessing the designated entrance to the Supreme Court. Well, TPR's been up since 2:30 this morning. I said I had a special surprise in store for you folks, and I kept true to my word. I kept true to my word. Now, if I'm going to answer your questions as to why we are here, if I'm going to answer your question as to why we are here, well, we intercepted a communication earlier in the week that 100 buses filled with right-wing extremist groups from the Midwest were planning on staging right where these brave activists are, sleeping in the snow. And instead of giving the right-wingers, the far right-wing element, the satisfaction of staging in front of the Supreme Court, we preempted them. Well, keep tweeting it out. You got to get the word out that, people were sleeping in front of the steps of the Supreme Court. I only got 26 viewers. 1,000 should be watching this right now. This is a big deal in American history. you can see, media is already setting up. Mainstream media is setting up in the distance over there. What prejudice do left-wing extremists tend to champion? Well, one could argue anti-gun. Just making a little statement there. So that was according to some of the organizers. That's what I've been told, that there were going to be like 100 buses from the Midwest of right-wing like crazies coming here, and we decided to take this space before they did. For those who may be new to me as a streamer, this isn't the first time something of this nature was pulled off like this. This wasn't the first time something of this nature was pulled off like this. In fact, I may not be the founder of the prototype, but I definitely tested one of these types out. For those of you who've been watching me last year, if you can remember, we had a situation like this during the International AIDS Conference, and the Westboro Baptist Church was posting their itinerary all over the internet, and essentially what happened was a few streamers and myself decided to take it upon ourselves to find out these locations where the Westboro Baptist Church was staging, and preempt them. And we did that. We went to Arlington Cemetery. We found out that they were going to be at Arlington Cemetery, and it wasn't a lot of them. It was just a family of them, but they were WBC folks, and we got to their permitted speech zone before they got there. And, well, they didn't even last the full 10 minutes because the streamers hounded WBC with questions regarding biblical contradictions. So that's what happened. That's what happened with that ordeal. So this is kind of reminiscent of the same tactics we employed during International AIDS Conference. Except on a much grander scale. They're going to be even more disappointed. So we need to ask Old Man Winter, where was he during Christmas time? It feels more like Christmas Eve than it feels like March 25th. Well, you might be right, clearly, 'cause it is really wet snow. It's really wet and heavy snow. Yeah, people will think it's 2011 all over again. Oh no. I wouldn't doubt it. Actually, according to Aaron, this was talked over with the park police, actually, and the park police says so long as no tents are being used and as long as nobody's on the steps, it's all fair game. Oh, if Obama's watching the ThePellaReport, then he better tweet me out. That's the least the president can do for me. Alright, I'm going to archive. I'll be right back.